In less than 1 year, one of my Faceless YouTube channels made me over $40,000, and it's just one of the 10 channels I own. And the best part is I pretty much used only AI tools to create the videos. And in this video, I'm not only going to walk you through how this was possible, but I'm also going to reveal the exact step-by-step system I used to get these results. Now, to any YouTube gurus out there watching this video, yes, I know $40,000 isn't a crazy amount of money in a year, but this actually brings me to my first step of creating my YouTube empire, so pay attention. Finding the right niche. 99.9% of beginners see these gurus flexing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a year with a single channel, but I hate to burst your bubble, you probably will not see results like that unless you have an amazing team where you spend thousands of dollars per video or you get super lucky. And that's why I like to find niches that might not make me a millionaire, but they will give me a couple $1,000s pretty passively every single month. So let me give you an example of why this is my preferred method. Let's say Jimmy decides to start a Faceless YouTube channel and sees the ultimate guru flexing this channel that makes $600,000 in a year. And then Jimmy enters into that same niche. He's entering into a niche that has a very high reward, but also a very high risk because thousands of others are trying to do the same thing. So not only is Jimmy facing a lot of competition, his niche also has a lot of saturation and viewer fatigue. So he posts 30 videos that cost $50 per video, and at the end of the month he received 5,000 views and his channel still isn't monetized. But on the other hand, we have the smart beginner named Bob. Bob thought to himself, how can I find a niche that isn't saturated and doesn't have much competition? So he starts searching for niches that are less attractive because the videos don't get millions of views, but after posting for 30 days, he's already one of the biggest channels in his niche and he's on track to make a couple $1,000s. Now, the lesson from that dumb example is to stop getting into niches that you have no business being in. Well, I don't want to say just not to do that because it can work for like 0.1% of you watching, but most of you are looking for a sustainable and attainable income with Faceless YouTube. So the channel I showed at the start is called World of Cues, and on this channel we post about snooker, or as us Americans know it as professional pool players or billiards. Billiards? I don't know how to say it. And while most people are creating channels about the biggest topics or sports like NFL or soccer, I'm posting about smaller sports like pool, which I know absolutely nothing about, and it's making me an extra $40,000 a year. And when you combine this with all of my other channels that I've revealed in my past videos, I'm easily clearing $20,000 to $30,000 every single month. But before we start worrying about expanding to more channels, let's talk about my channel right here, which is the point of this video. Okay, so I'm in the analytics, and obviously this is my channel, World of Cues. The last 28 days, it's made around $1,800. Now, like I said, that's nothing crazy, but $1,800 extra every single month is not bad at all. And if we filter by, let's just do 2025 because I started it pretty recently. It has made $16,642. And then when we go to the lifetime revenue, it is right around $40,000, as you can see right there. So with only 13,000 subscribers, this channel has made over $40,000. And as you can see, we're not getting crazy amount of views. Like, yeah, some videos do get like 50,000 views here and there, but it's nothing crazy. And that's just because there's not a huge audience for this specific sport or topic. Sometimes they can get a couple 100,000, rarely they'll get in the millions, but we're still earning a good side income. And like I said, once you start making more of these channels, you're gonna be at like 10 to 20K in no time. And every single one of these videos costs me $20 to create. And in the past 30 days, we've only posted 10 videos on this channel. So that means our total expense for this channel is only $200. We've made $1,800 in revenue. Our expenses are $200. Therefore, we're sitting around, $1,500 or $1,600 for the month. Now you're probably wondering, how do I come up with these crazy topics? And the answer is pretty simple. All I do is I go to those niches that I was talking about in the beginning of the video, the ones that are making people hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I basically copy their topics but use it for my own niche. So for example, there's this channel with almost 3.5 million subscribers called Rebound. They post about the NBA, which is a much bigger niche. And I saw this video right here, how NBA legends spend their millions. As you can see, it is a notable NBA player with a huge boat and then the price. And if you take a look at one of my popular videos, we have one of the popular snooker players with a huge boat and the price of the yacht. So we're basically taking concepts from other channels that have performed well and they're getting a lot of views and applying it to our niche, and it works really, really well. And what I like to do to ensure that these videos are going to be entertaining and engaging is I go to the popular videos description, and then in there I click show transcript. And if you have the Next Level Chrome extension, you're going to be able to click on export and copy the script, and it's going to be laid out and formatted beautifully. But if you don't have the Next Level extension, you're still going to get the transcript, and you just go down and copy it all, and you're still going to have the script. And then I'm going to go to Cloud and type in analyze and understand the script, including the hook, transitions, rehooks, word choice, vibe, word count, etc. And I'm going to paste in that popular video script. It's going to do some magic wizard AI shit that you don't have to really worry about. All you're going to do is type in this prompt. Now create a script using everything you just learned from that script, but on a new and unique topic titled How Snooker Players Spend Their Millions. So once again, their video was called How NBA Legends Spend Their Millions. I'm going to make a script called How Snooker Players Make Their Millions or Spend Their Millions. And as you can see, it's basically going to come up with the same exact style of scripting, but for your topic. Now, this doesn't only work for sports channels. This can literally be anything. It can be about celebrities. It can be about cars. It can be about fitness. I don't know. Literally whatever niche you can think of, this will work for you. And then after my script is made, I just use an AI tool to generate the voiceover. And then from there, all we need to do is the editing. And I personally hate editing, so I hire someone to do it for me for $20. You can do it yourself, but you're probably going to be wasting an hour or two. And if you have the money, I definitely recommend you just hire someone who is good at it and someone who is actually passionate about editing. And then for the thumbnail, all I do is I go to this person's thumbnail, I click download thumbnail. So you go to Gemini and then you just type in recreate this thumbnail, but instead of having whoever, replace it with whoever you want to be replacing it with, and then make it a snooker theme ship or whatever theme you want it to be. And then obviously you have to upload the file, the person's thumbnail, and then you're going to click submit and watch what happens. As you can see, Gemini created this, which is absolutely mind-blowing that it's able to do this. And if you guys don't know, his nickname is The Rocket, at least I think so. And yeah, that's pretty crazy that AI can create a thumbnail within 10 seconds. That's pretty much exactly the same as theirs. And I hate to say it, but they probably spent like $200 on this thumbnail, and we spent no money, and it took 10 seconds. It seems very easy, and honestly it is. I maybe spend 45 minutes to an hour every week managing this channel, and the reason that it's possible is because the niche just isn't attractive to most people, because it's not going to make $10,000 to $20,000 in a month, and most people want to get rich quick. So there's a lot less competition, which means at the start my videos were getting pushed out very fast, and I gained an audience that enjoys my videos. And for anyone who is thinking about entering into this niche, you should probably think again, just because now that I'm posting about it, there's going to be a bunch of people entering the niche, and it's just going to get saturated really quickly. But this is where using your brain just a little bit comes in handy. Just think to yourself, what niche similar to mine can you get started in that has a low competition and isn't saturated? So think of interests that aren't insanely mainstream but still have a good audience. One that just pops into my mind is like pickleball or bowling. Obviously this doesn't have to be about sports, it can be about anything, but just think of whatever you can think about that maybe doesn't have a massive audience that's going to make you, you know, a millionaire, but something that can definitely make you a steady passive income. And then once you find your niche, you're gonna have to hire a team to get the videos done for you, but most of that process can be done using AI. And as of now, the video editing is the only thing I still hire out, because the quality of AI video editing tools isn't amazing just yet. So I would say head over to Upwork or YouTube Jobs, because you can hire some great editors there that have experience with faceless YouTube videos. And then once you get your editor set up, you can come up with a schedule and start uploading your videos. And then all you're gonna do is learn from your lower performing videos and double down on your higher performing videos. I'm not gonna lie, this is the exact blueprint for how I've made over 7 figures with just ad revenue on YouTube. And I'm one of the only people teaching YouTube automation that actually shows proof of my channels. So you can say I'm ugly or you can say I'm annoying, but you can't say I don't know what I'm talking about, because clearly it's worked for me. If you take action now, you're not years away from getting your first channel to make $3,000, $5,000, or $10,000 in a month. This only takes 1 to 3 months of doing it right before you start seeing these results. So if YouTube automation is something that you want to do, but you are starting with 0 experience, or you just don't want to manage everything on your own, my team will walk you step by step the entire process and help build out these channels for you, so you can have a nice passive income, and if you want to potentially replace your 9-to-5 job. Take Mateo, for example. I think he's 17, maybe 18 years old now, and he's never posted a YouTube video before joining my program, and he was able to make over $5,000 in his first month working with me. So once again, if you're ready to do the same, click the link in the description to hop on a call and see if we're going to be a good fit to work together. This opportunity is right there, and it's waiting for you to take action. So stop looking at my face and click the link now. Thanks for watching, guys.